Hello, good to know you're there. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where or the time is where you are. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Now, we already started on this. We've treated this already in the previous video. We looked at this also. So we're going to treat this. Now, even before we did this and this, we looked at the rules of law, swords, which is the core subtopic, and the basic forms of sword and the similar swords. We're kind of refreshing because of a long time not having video on this. So let's come to this quickly. So what we have here, we'll simplify it. That's what we'll do, is in two brackets of 2 multiply or this expression. Now whenever you have a square root whenever you have a square, if it is 3 it is cube, or if it is 4 raised to the power of 4 or raised to the power of 5. What it's simply telling you is, for example, if I have a raised to the power of 2, it's simply saying write a 2 times. A times A. If this raised to power 7, you say write A, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Times. That's just what it means. So in the same vein, if you have this raised to the power of 2, you simply say write this 2 different times. So I'm going to solve this in 2 different ways. Now, what this means is this, as long as it means write this particular item twice. It means write 2 raised to the power 2 root 5 times 2 root 5. I've written 2 root 5 twice. So let's open it up. In opening it up, okay, let me solve down. So I'll solve down again. Okay, I sometimes would like to solve this way, but for some time, let me do it this way. Let me solve down. So this is the same thing as saying 2 root 5 times 2 root 5. If I open it up, it means 2 times root 5, this times here, these 2, the invisible times here, times root 5. So what does it mean? Multiply the ones that look alike. So this and this look alike is going to be 2 times 2 times this and this look alike, root 5 times root 5. So 2 times 2 is what? 4 times root 5 times root 5. What that means is this. Simply say, use one bracket. Since they are the same thing, it's having the same root sign. So use one for the both of them. So what do we have? We still have 4 times 5 times 5 is what? 25. 25. So if I bring it up here, it means 4 times root 25. So what's the square root of 25? 5. So it means 4 times 5. So 4 times 5 is what? 20. 20 is the last solution for this. Now, what I've done is, in my usual style, to take virtually all the steps. I could have just done this in here quickly. 2 times 2, 4. Root 5, 5. Because whenever I have 2 roots of the same numbers, just cancel the, you just cancel, or you could just cancel this, and then just go ahead to keep in just 1, 5. But I've gone through the process so that you see how it was done, or how it's normally done. Now let's take a similar one, something similar. Now let's try another one. Let's say we have another that is 3 roots. Okay, let's say root 5, root 3 to the power of 5. What do we do? Like I said here, where you have a raised to the power of 2, it means a times a. It means just write this 3, 5, this root 3, 5 times. What it means is this: root 3 times root 3 times root 3 times root 3 times root 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what it means. There are several ways to go about it very fast, even without thinking. As a matter of fact, I already know what it can be by just looking at it from here. But for the purpose of teaching, for those who don't know, because we are all at different levels of understanding, so fully known that some people don't know it. So that is why I'm here, that's why we're here teaching. So we'll take it step by step. So the next step I'll take it is join all the, since it's all the square root sign, use one square root sign for all of them. Go to the 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Oh, I said I was going to do that. Okay, let me finish with this. I've done last time with this. Times 3. Then what does that mean? 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9 times 3. So you can now split it, make it what? Root 9 times root 9 times root 3. So what I did basically is just, okay, put this one is on, separate it, so yeah, something like this. But that's not what I did here on this step. On this step, I just did it this way. Just put everything together, so you have it like this. So this one, so the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 9 is 3. So 3 doesn't have a perfect square root, so it will remain. So what do we have? 3 times 3 is what? 9. 3 times 3 is what? 9 times 3. And in this level, you're permitted to leave it at 9 root 3. This is the final simplification. This way. There are several ways to go about it, very simple. Now, I promise to go about this in a different style. Now, let's look at it from a different perspective. You see, we can use this. If I have this, 2 root 5 squared. Now, another way to look at it is this. I can make these two come in quickly, just separate them. Instead of splitting it into 2 root 5, or 2 root 5, and then 2 root 5. No, I can just do it this way. I can just do another thing by just going this way. I'm just saying, this is the same thing as saying 2 times root 5. The bracket is still here. So let the square roots let each one get its own square sign. So it's going to now be, and then come here, 2, get your own square sign, and then root 5, have your own square sign. So the 2 raised to power 2 means 2 times 2. It means 2 times 2. And then times this is root 5 times root 5. So 2 times 2 is what? 2 times 2 is equals to 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4, and root 5 times root 5, you put the 2 brackets, means 25, because 5 times 5, or let me just put it 5 times 5. What is 5 times 5? It is 25. And what you have is 4 times, square root of 5 is what? 5. So 4 times 5 is what? 20. This is the final answer. So whichever way you go about it, you get 20 or less. So that's just taking these two questions. I know they are quite simple. Is that not it? Simple, but I can tell you for some people it's difficult. So thank you so much for watching. Let's see in the next video, you see we're going to bring other questions. But meanwhile, keep practicing, keep getting better. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.